I know, chasing that dough, hitting that road, getting that money, man. All I know, loading that foe, kicking down doors, getting that money, man. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it grizzly. We gon' make it money. We gon' take it grizzly.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Teofimo Lopez and Eddie Hearn shake hands and agree that Teofimo Lopez will fight Devin Haney next. All right, let's take a look. All right, before we go, this is Behind the Gloves. I want to send a salute to Michelle Joy Phelps. She does a great job, and you can subscribe to Behind the Gloves on YouTube.
He's going to be judged over the years. Then we make the fight happen. And
what we're going to do is we're going to go then to Bob, and I'm going to go, Bob, I want to make this fight, right?
Bob said it's okay.
Give it. He's not if he doesn't want to pay for it, I'll pay for it.
Exactly.
There you go.
So you win. You win twice. You win 3 times, you know? And I wouldn't have no say so.
Hold on, wait. I gotta step in though. I gotta step. No, I'm sitting right here. But ESPN.
They can have it. We can do it on ESPN. We do it on both.
In association with ESPN. That's it.
I like it. If it's the right deal for everybody, we can do it on ESPN.
Everybody's gonna
win. We can put it on both. And if Bob don't want to pay for it, I'll pay for it.
Understand?
Right?
And we believe
it's a pleasure to have you on the zone.
You're a man of the word. Have I only talked good things about this guy the whole interview?
So you just saw it. They shook hands and said, "Look, we'll make the fight happen." And Eddie Hearn said, "If Bob doesn't pay for it, I'll pay for it." With Teofimo Lopez fighting Devin Haney. So my question to you is: are you convinced that this fight will happen? I'm gonna turn it over to Conspiracy G.
Yeah, definitely I'm convinced that's gonna happen. And the reason why is because I do agree Bob wasn't gonna pay for that fight. But if Eddie's talking about he's gonna pay for it, Bob's probably like, then why not? And the fact that he's okay with it going to ESPN, which to me doesn't make sense. But when you think about it, Canelo just fought last night and he's with the zone, and yet he fought on Showtime pay-per-view. So I believe Eddie based upon what we just seen last night. So yeah, I think this is gonna happen, and thank you, Eddie, for trying to make this happen. It's right now the ball's in Bob's court, you know. So yeah, but I want to see this. Now this will really be for undisputed. So
now we didn't really get into it. It's not a topic of ours, but you said that you saw what Bob had stated. I know what Bob has stated. You want to tell the people what Bob has stated in regards to Teofimo Lopez?
Oh, which one? Oh, the that he actually wants to see that fight next.
He wants him to fight Tank next.
Oh yeah, Tank. Oh yeah. No, actually, Bob did just say that. The next fight he wants for Teofimo is Tank. But again, yeah, that's a bigger fight than Haney, bro. So I'm not mad at Bob. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that fight too. So, and Bob is saying he's been having good relations with Al Heyman and PBC. So, hey man, yo, Debbie, you might have to wait, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. You know what I mean? But I don't know. The Lopez versus Tank fight is more intriguing for the boxing fan because we're gonna definitely see a knockout by either gentleman. With Haney, you know, you're skilled, but you know, you're limited when it comes to power. So I think the bigger fights with Tank, but nonetheless, I want to see both fights. I really do.
All right, Trill Dollar Bill.
I believe it when I see it. You know,
like shook hands, Trill.
I believe it when I see it. I didn't see this before in boxing, you know. I believe it. I believe it when I see it. You know, like y'all just said, I just brought up Lopez and Tank, more exciting fight. And my brother Kaden mentioned this a long time ago. We was joking. We was like, you know, Bob only got a few summers left. He wants to see the exciting fights. That's what, hey, Kaden, that's what you said. You know what I'm saying? I agree. So that Bob has changed his tune. Bob wants to see all the exciting fights, and he doesn't want to go to sleep watching Haney and Lopez. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see. If Bob says Tank and Lopez, that's what we probably going to see. But, hey, I believe it when I see it.
I just want to highlight, like, I actually took that from an elderly woman, you know, God rest her. So she said to me, like, I probably got like 5 summers left, So I'm not wasting my time with this dumbness. So like, he said that to me.
That's real.
Like, yeah.
That's real.
Like, well, I was just pointing out the fact that like Bob is mindful of his time. And so, like, Bob isn't going to be the one trying to play the long game now. Bob's like, does he got the goods? Get him in there. Yeah.
Throw him in there.
All right. Oh, then the TVE.
Man. Listen, shout out to Eddie. Eddie's just a stand-up guy, man. That's why I like this zone, yo. They really push. They got fighters. That fighters that really like push to like unify, get belts, things like that. They got Usyk, AJ, Canelo, the guys who keep the sport entertaining, the guys who don't sit back and just hold on to the strap. They always try to make the best fights. And honestly, I'm gonna take this advice. You said taking and Tio will be a dope fight. But Bob ain't got no. Bob said it countless times he ain't got no money, ain't no pay for it. And I'm gonna just say this.
No. Teofimo and Tank, he wants that fight.
He wants that fight, but he ain't got no. Listen, he stresses it all the time. He spent his house money on.
Nah, you misunderstand.
What?
Yo, his first reward. That fight will generate the bread, so he's willing to invest in that.
I'm just trying to make this point. If she offers to pay, I'm not gonna say no. So if Eddie's willing to dish out the money for this fight, why not take a free meal? You know, take a free meal. That's all I'm saying.
Eddie's I mean, shout out to Eddie. He's definitely the Jerry Maguire of boxing promoters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so we're gonna get into that in the next segment, I believe. But here's the deal, man. I've been saying it before, and Devin Haney is not the most attractive option. Devin Haney is a good option, but Devin Haney's usually like plan B at best, right? Plan B at best. Because if you're Teofimo Lopez right now and Bob Arum comes to you and say, yo, I want Tank, we could get the Tank fight. That fight's going to be on pay-per-view. You know good and damn well that Teofimo Lopez wants to be a pay-per-view star. You know that. So you're going to fight on pay-per-view. You're going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, who has more fans than Devin Haney. Devin Haney wants to talk about he has more followers, right? Let's talk about this. Tank is getting videos from Shaq. Good fight, champ. I saw your fight. I couldn't make it to the fight. I think you did a great job. Right? He's getting that from Shaq. He got Dr. J coming in his locker room like, yo, good luck on your fight, champ. Star-studded crowd. So, Devin, you were talking trash to Tio because you got more followers. What about the dude who brings them out? So now he decides not to fight you because he's fighting a dude who fights on pay-per-view. I didn't even check, but I'm pretty sure Tank got more followers than you. So now this guy fights on pay-per-view. He has more followers than you. And this is not something I can confirm. I'm just assuming Tank has more followers than you based on the fact that, like, his fights are actually more relevant and he generates more buzz. He does?
Yeah.
Okay, so now by your own logic, Devin, if Teofimo decides to fight Tank over you, you would just have to sit there and be quiet because he got more followers. You the one who went to the followers and the money and all that. So Tank beats you in all those categories. So now he's just picking the better fight. And there lies the issue with Devin that I've been stating the entire time. He's not the most attractive option. He's not option A. He's always option B. So people not picking you isn't because they're afraid of you. It's because you don't generate. It's because your fights aren't exciting. You had Gamboa, and it was one of the most boring fights I've ever seen. Boring. So, like, I'm just saying, man, Devin, it's great that they had the handshake deal. I believe that it will happen. If he can't get Tank, I believe it will happen because Teofimo Lopez doesn't seem interested in a rematch with Vasily Lomachenko. So if he's not going to get Tank, the other option out there is Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia has been pulling out of fights lately. Javier Fortuna, and now Jojo Diaz. So you can't really trust that. So I do think that Devin Haney probably is a realistic option. And if the zone's going to pull up the bread for it, I think Bob would be like, whatever. So I do think it makes it more likely that we'll see that fight.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.